We're gonna have some serious competition heating up in the two-wheel drive monster truck department. Monster trucks are often the go-to RC for some serious off-road fun and action, and today we're going to look at one that's also affordable. It's from FMS Model. It's the F100 High Roller. This truck has a familiar licensed Ford body, big monster truck tires with chrome wheels. It comes with a LiPo battery pack. This truck looks wild, and I bet it's going to shred some dirt. By the end of this video, you'll know if it's the right truck for you. Let's get into it. Let's start things off by taking a closer look at this classic Ford F-150 body. It is licensed by Ford, but more importantly is the styling on it. So it is a 40th anniversary edition of basically David Mattingly's 1985 High Roller down to the maroonish red color. They even have the graphics on here of the monster truck that's still running today, but they've got a chrome grille, no LED lights, and roll bar on top, and they do give you fake lights to put on top of that. And yes, it does have body clips on it. And the reason why FMS wanted to do that, from what I was told, is there's a number of different like Proline and J Concepts bodies out there, and just having body posts on it will make it easier if you do want to switch up the body. We've got a new two-wheel drive truck platform to check out. This was designed in-house by FMS, and it's looking pretty good, guys, especially the mid-motor setup. Really like that. It's got a high CG style chassis, so you got a little extra ground clearance there, and then lots of bracing throughout. There's a deep tunnel for the battery pack, which gives us a lot of spacing for aftermarket batteries. Like the look of the bumpers. Looks like those will take a lot of abuse. Actually, there is a wheelie bar included in the kit. There's a look at those body mounts. These seem pretty well braced. Definitely good looking chassis. I mean, even little slots to go and secure the wires down. These guys thought of everything. The suspension is looking pretty good too. Look at the size of the arms and the caster blocks, steering knuckles. Arms are actually pretty rigid, guys. I mean, usually we see a lot of flex on a ready to run, but yeah, these are pretty stiff. And then what I really like is they have aluminum brace plates for the inner hinge pins. You got these wide arms in the back, fixed wishbone up top. They've got a aluminum plate for the rear hinge pin, so if you come down on a rear wheel, it's not gonna pull that pin out. Let's talk about these shocks. Oil-filled coilover shocks, not threaded bodies. They've got the preload clips here, but I like that they gave us the shock shaft protectors. A little dead on the damping here. It doesn't give you a full rebound, it actually takes a little bit, so that will probably actually be good for jumping. Let's see here. Little bounce in the rear. Front seems pretty good. But for a stock setup out of the box, this is probably pretty good for those that are just gonna have some fun. So the drivetrain, again, this is two-wheel drive, so everything is in the rear, and it's a mid-motor setup. We've got a pretty large transmission case in there, and yes, I spent a lot of time taking it out. It's not the most user-friendly as far as getting this transmission out of here. Kind of a downside to a mid-motor. Inside, we have a sealed gear differential. The internal gears are metal, but the rest of the gears throughout the transmission are plastic. They do have a wide tooth surface to them. That's how they get those composite gears to hold up, but really like that I saw a sealed gear differential in there, so if you want to go fill it with oil, you'll be able to do that. Everything is supported by ball bearings, and they even have a dual pad slipper clutch setup. And then we have slider style drive shafts. They have 14mm hexes out to the wheels. That allows us to put some more power in this truck later on down the road and not having to worry about wheels stripping out. Speaking of the wheels, check out these chrome smoothie wheels. Look really cool, very appropriate for the monster truck styling. And then we've got these Chevron style tires. Pretty good look to them too. It doesn't feel like there's any foam inserts on the inside. Let's talk electronics now. So it's got a 15 kg metal gear digital servo mounted up front. Pretty good for a ready to run. Yeah, that's a LiPo battery. It comes at 2S, 3300 milliamp. Then mounted on top of the transmission on this electronics plate is a 2-in-1 speed controller receiver combo. It is 2 and 3S capable. If you do go and run a 3S in here, it's gonna get this motor pretty hot. It is a 550 14 turn can motor. I like that it's got a little extra shroud on the outside. And speaking of that 3S, if it does get warm, looks like it's got a little mount here for a fan you can go add on. Pretty good looking stuff here. And I also have to show you what else comes with the truck. So you get an FMS FlySky based radio system, balance style chargers, and then here is your instruction sheet, that wheelie bar I mentioned, some extra decals, some basic tools, even some license plates in the box. So now it's time to head outside and get the High Roller dirty. Here we go, guys, some sandpit action with the High Roller. This is gonna be a fun spot for this truck. I'm rocking a 3S pack right now. I'm gonna get that motor nice and toasty. I used up the 2S pack, just getting the close-up footage, and now I'm gonna have some real fun with this thing. Look at that, up in the bank, spitting dirt up, yeah. This truck handles so good for a two-wheel drive monster truck. It's handling the bumps really easily. Just soaking everything up. This is gonna be perfectly powered for beginners. Look at it, hit that rock, still stable, still on all four wheels. Man, I just love going through this berm. We're gonna come back and hit the berm again. I gotta do it. Yeah, nice and high up there, spraying the dirt. That's what trucks are all about. Now we've got the step uphill. We got some air off the drop off. See if we get air in the opposite direction. This is some pretty bumpy stuff. Got a little air there, not bad. Plenty of traction from those tires. Plenty of steering for a two-wheel drive truck. That's actually pretty impressive. I didn't put the wheelie bar on with a brush motor. I didn't think it was gonna need it. And no, it doesn't need it. If you go brushless, add in a brushless for some fun, that's probably when you're the one to add that wheelie bar that they give you. You can use a little bit more power. I'm gonna use this berm for some more speed. This is a super fun truck. I do really love two-wheel drive monster trucks. And man, FMS nailed it with this one. We're gonna have some serious competition heating up in the two-wheel drive monster truck department. One more big jump. There we go. That's what I was looking for. It handles so well. The landings are nice and smooth, plush. They got the geometry right on this truck. Well guys, not too much stuff around here to really challenge us in terms of braking stuff. But those arms seem solid. That transmission seems durable. It's got the slipper clutch in there. You're running the stock system. I don't think you're gonna have too many problems with this. I mean, even that light bar is staying on and it just clips in. Let's do a motor temp check. I don't have anything with me. Oh, it smells hot. Yeah, and well, I did run the 2S pack and then the 3S pack, but that's hot. I don't think it's burnt out, so definitely watch yourself running the 3S pack. So what do you think, RC drivers? Is FMS gonna be one of those companies to watch out for in 2025? I think so. This is a really good value. I hope the aftermarket crowd gets on this, gives us a few aluminum parts just for those of us that wanna mod it, but man, for a brand new truck, I think they did their homework. Good looking truck. Love that it's got the scale detail. I love that it's licensed. It gives us everything we want out of a two-wheel drive entry-level basher truck.